سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وبعد السلام عليكم. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I am an Indian from Nigeria. Indian Niger State, Idatila COCO Niger State, a village called inside Idatila COCO. That's where I'm from, that's one time, that's my village. I'm in the People tribe. This is my continuation of number 2 video. So, this is my continuation of number 2 video. So I come to this Lagos now to find something. So I'm living inside Lagos in the area. Lagos in a way area, Masalacha, Lagos. So every time when you come to that more right, find me in the one living. My business is silence once, but this is what I'm saying. So today's topic is about those whom Allah turned their face worshiping deities, and that is the Muslim of these days. You see, when the shining light comes from heaven, what we go to Surah Zumar chapter 39 verse 75 said, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُم بِالْحَقِّ وَقِيلَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. They say, and then you see the angel round the throne of Almighty Allah will turn around. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ, they glorify the praise of Almighty Allah and thank Him. Then the verse said, وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُم بِالْحَقِّ. Say all the creation, all the human being, the creation will be judged with truth. Then the verse said, وَقِيلَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. So the verse said, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ. You will see the angel round the throne of Almighty Allah will turn around. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ, they glorify the praise of Almighty Allah and thanking Him in the Bait al-Ma'mur, in the house parable to Kaaba in the heaven. That's where the angel round the throne of Almighty Allah will go round. Some people they glorify the praise of Almighty Allah and thank Him. Which Allah mentioned the house of in the Bait al-Ma'mur, house private to Kaaba in the heaven, which is in Surah 2, chapter 51 of the Quran, verse 4 says, وَالطُّورِ وَكِتَابٍ مَسْطُورٍ فِي رَقٍّ مَّنشُورٍ وَالْبَيْتِ الْمَعْمُورِ. So in the Bait al-Ma'mur, all the angels round the throne of Almighty Allah will go round. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ, they glorify the praise of Almighty Allah and thank Him. So when the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba is the Muslim of the whole world entirely. They are the one round that shining light will go round. You'll be glorified the praise of Almighty Allah and thanking Him. At that particular time when the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba. Then, when the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba, before the Ramadan period, Arab Imam used to drive away Muslims from that shining light, allowing their content to run the shining light, performing their culture. When our Muslim ask them, say, why are you doing this? They say that that's their culture. You see, Arab Imam, they have supported their culture, people performing their culture. Then the way of their culture, that's the way their forefather. The way of their forefather, that's the way the pagan God. The way of the pagan God, that's the way the deity, that they subscribe partner to Almighty Allah. Then those deities, they are female deities, living Allahu and the Holy Quran and Prophet Muhammad side. The reason why I say that this Arab Imam, that is Imam al-Fiqh, or the Rawahu that also they are there, with the criminal Arab that come to translate the whole Quran, word for and Kakko Barakat and Church the word of Almighty Allah. Those are the Arab Imam. So when the shining light come from heaven, Kaaba, they used to drive away Muslims from the shining light, allowing their culture to run the shining light, performing their culture. Then the way of their culture, that's the way of their forefather. The way of their forefather, that's the way of the pagan God. The way of the pagan God, that's the way of the deity that this scrap partner to matter. Those deities, they are female, they live in Allahu and Holy Quran and Prophet side. The reason why I say so, live in Allahu and Holy Quran and Prophet side, because this Arab Imam, they are the one giving you command. Then whatever they are telling to do, whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they are telling to do. Whatever they are telling to do is not written inside the Quran. Then when we continue about the word Sunnah, the word Sunnah that we are saying is the word Sunnah. You see, Sunnah means all the command of Almighty Allah. Farai meaning Farilla and Sunnah. That's what I'm explaining. Then Farilla and Sunnah is the same meaning. It is named as the differences. Then Farilla and Sunnah, Faradun and Sunnah is the same meaning. It is named as the difference. Then Faradun and Sunnah, there's no one can use it except Almighty Allah. That's how you do. Faradun means all the command of Almighty Allah. That is compulsory. Compulsory means something that will be doing constantly. The people that are compulsory, they are doing it. They have followed the command of Almighty Allah. They have do the command of Almighty Allah. They have seen the command of Almighty Allah. They have heard the command of Almighty Allah. They are doing the command of Almighty Allah. Down to this our generation, we also were following the command of Almighty Allah constantly. We are doing the command of Almighty Allah constantly. We are seeing the command of Almighty. We are seeing the command of Almighty Allah constantly. We are hearing the command of Almighty Allah constantly. We are doing it. Down to our great grandchildren, the Torah on the back, so we see the command of Almighty Allah, hearing it, doing it. That is Fara'id. Then that Farad means Sunnah. Farad and Sunnah is same. And the way you go Sarkwan, Allah said In Surah Al-Isra, it says, Sunnatan man qad arsalna qablaka rusula, wa lan tajid sunnata ta'wil. This is our sunnah with the messenger we sent before you, Prophet. Wa lan tajid sunnata ta'wil. You never see any traditional sunnah. Meaning Allah is the owner of sunnah. Then he created his messenger and then sent it before you, Prophet. He said, Wa lan tajid sunnata ta'wil. You never see any traditional sunnah. Therefore again in Surah Al-Azab chapter 31 verse 2 says, Sunnatullahi fil ladina khalaw min qablu wa lan tajid sunnata tabdila. That is not lie with the case of those who pass away forward, and then you never see anything Allah's sunnah. So you see, then when you think of things of Almighty Allah that never change, you see all the command of Almighty Allah never change. That is one of sunnah that never change. All the natural things that Allah created never change. That is one of sunnah that never change. So you see, the people that come first, they are doing the command, they are hearing the command of Almighty Allah, they are seeing the command of Almighty Allah, they are feeling the command of Almighty Allah, they are hearing the command of Almighty Allah, they are following the command of Almighty Allah. You see, that never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Down to this our generation, we are hearing the command of Almighty Allah, we are following the command of Almighty Allah, we are doing it. It never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Down to our great grandchildren that to rather the back, our geno, our great grandchildren that to rather the back, you will see me following the command of Almighty Allah, you will see me hearing it, you will see me doing it. You see, that is one of the sunnah that never change. So you see, so Faradun and Sunnah is it is named that is different. Then this Faradun and Sunnah, there's no one can use it except Almighty Allah Sa'id. Then there's a question that I want to ask Arab Imam, down to the Imam of the world, down to the Muslim of the world that went forth and said that Prophet Musa have Sunnah to the extent that So I see here, before I come to that explanation, you see what Allah is giving to the Prophet is hikmah. Hikmah, that's what Allah is giving to the Prophet. And then he has given to whom he please, whom he wants. So I will come to that explanation. So there's a question that I want to ask Arab Imam, down to the Imam of the world, down to the Muslim of the world that went forth and said that Prophet Musa have Sunnah. To the extent that they say that marriage is a Sunnah of Prophet. So the question that I want to ask here is that you see, this marriage that you are seeing is a command of Almighty Allah. And then when you go short in the side, Allah explain how we will get married. Then this marriage that you are seeing, the people that come first, Allah carry them with their wife, with their women, meaning with their wife, and then give them command to marry. You see, that is further compulsory. Down to this our generation, Allah carry us with our wife, with our women, and then He give us command to marry. You see, that is further compulsory. Down to our great grandchildren that will rather the back, Allah will carry them with their women, meaning with their wife, and then He will give them command to marry. You see, that is further compulsory. Then farad means sunnah. Sunnah means farad means sunnah. Then when you go to Quran, as I said, وَلَن تَجِدَ سُنَّةَ اللَّهِ تَحْوِيلًا. You never see any notation Allah sunnah. وَلَن تَجِدَ سُنَّةَ اللَّهِ تَبْدِيلًا. You never see anything Allah sunnah. So you see, the people that come for us, Allah created them with their women, meaning with their wife, and then He give them command to marry. You see, that never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Down to this our generation, Allah created with their women, with our women, meaning with our wife. That never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Down to our great grandchildren that will rather the back, Allah created them with their women, with their wife, and then He will give them a command to marry. That never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. So you see, so farad means sunnah, sunnah means farad. Then the question that I'm asking Arab Imam, down to the Imam, down to the Muslim world that went forth and said that Prophet Musa have sunnah to the extent that they say that marriage is sunnah of Prophet. Then the question is that where are the man and woman which Prophet Muhammad created? Then He gave them command to marry. The way Allah created Prophet Adam and his wife, and they give them command to marry. Where are they? Since Prophet Muhammad have sunnah to the extent that Arab Imam, down to the Imam, down to Muslim of the world went forth and said that Prophet Muhammad have sunnah here, and then marry is a sunnah of Prophet. Then where, the question I'm asking, where are the man and woman which Prophet Muhammad created? Then He gave them command to marry. The way Allah created Prophet Adam and his wife, and then give them command to marry. This is the question that I'm waiting for the answer from Arab Imam, down to the Imam of the world, down to the Muslim of the world, that went forth and said that Prophet Muhammad have sunnah. To the extent that they say that sunnah is a marriage is a sunnah of Prophet. That's the question I'm waiting for the answer. Then again, so you see, this farad and sunnah is the same meaning. All the command of Almighty, that is farad, compulsory. When you talk of seeing that you are seeing, talking that you are talking, compulsory, walking that you are walking, compulsory. Then you come to salat, fasting, all is compulsory. The people that come for us, Allah, they are doing, we are also aggregation to be doing. It's incorporated. That's for then that for that means sunnah like. And then when you go to Sarkwan, Allah says, well, then you never see any traditional sunnah. Well, then you never see any change. Then when we talk of all the things of all matter that never change, you see all the command of all matter never change. Your see never change, your talk never change, your hear never change, your walk never change. The salah that you perform never change. Fasting that you perform never change. The people that come for us, they are doing it. You also, you are doing it. Your great, our children to know, our great grandchildren, they will see come and be doing it. That is sunnah. So Faradat and Sunnah is same meaning. It is named as difference. And that is Faradat and Sunnah, there's no one can use it except Almighty Allah alone. So here, when you come to Salat, every Salat when you come to Salat, when you stand for Salat, you will say, Nawaitu Salat. If it is Zuhri, Faradat Sunnat Allah. Nawaitu Salat, if it is Asr, Salat Asr, you say Nawaitu Salat Asr, Faradat Sunnat Allah. If it is Salat Maghrib, you say Nawaitu Salat Maghrib, Faradat Sunnat Allah. If it is Salat Isha, Nawaitu Salat Isha, Faradat Sunnat Allah. If it is Salat Shafa'i, Nawaitu Salat Shafa'i, Faradat Sunnat Allah. If it is Salat Wutr, Nawaitu Salat Wutr, Faradat Sunnat Allah. If it is Salat Nafila, Nawaitu Salat Nafila, Faradat Sunnat Allah. The reason why it is like that, all the Salat, you have to say Faradat Sunnat Allah. You have to mention because all the Salat, the rakah of all the Salat, the number of the rakah of all the Salat, that Arab Imam went forth and said that it's not written inside Quran, except with the help of the Hadith, we know that all of them is written inside Quran. All of them, all the rakah of Salat is written inside Quran. And then that is number that we are counting. That is the rakah of Salat is in the second translation required for Fatiha, which is number that we are counting. When you are counting those numbers, where did they come from? Where did they start from? Then that is where the rakah of Salat is. And then when you go sort to the side of the Quran verse 3, Allah mentioned this number of rakah of Salat. When you go sort to Fatiha, chapter 5 verse 1, Allah mentioned this number of rakah of Salat. So see, all the rakah of Salat. So when you go in 30 of Salat, the way to Salat, Farad Sunnah, all the Salat. Because Farad and Sunnah is same meaning. It is named as a difference. And then this Farad and Sunnah, just no one can use it except Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. You see? Then what Allah is given to the Prophet is hikmah. And then this hikmah, when we go to the Holy Quran, straight to the Holy Quran, without even wasting time, you go to Surah and the site of the Holy Quran verse 54 said, at the end of that said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ. Look at it, hikmah. Allah mention hikmah. Then this hikmah, that is what Arab Imam failed to bring outside and explain to the Muslim. Then that is what I want to bring it now and explain to you. What is it? So you see, hikmah, that's what Allah is giving to Prophet. When you go sort in the site of the Quran, verse 54, end of the verse said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ. See, that's hikmah. That's wisdom, that's hikmah. That's why again we'll go to the Quran, chapter 12 of the Quran, verse 12 said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ. You see that hikmah Allah mentioned. That's why again we'll go to Surah, chapter 38 of the Quran, verse 20 said, وَشَدَدْنَا مَلَكَهُ وَآتَيْنَا وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَفَصْلَ الْخِطَابِ. You see that is hikmah. Hikmah Allah mentioned, meaning wisdom. Look at it. That is Prophet Dawud alayhi salam. Then again we'll go to the site of the Quran, verse 130 said, وَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكَ وَرَحْمَتُهُ لَعَمَّ طَائِفَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ مَا يَدُلُّكَ وَمَا يَضُرُّونَ إِلَّا فَضْلًا وَمَا يَضُرُّونَكَ مِنْ شَيْءٍ وَأَنزَلَ عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَعَلَّمَكَ مِمَّا مَا لَمْ تَعْلَمْ وَكَانَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكَ. So you see, hikmah, that's Allah gave to Prophet Musa, and then he had given to all prophets, and then he gave to whom he pleased. Which is one goes to Baqarah verse 269 say, يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ مَن يَشَاءُ وَمَن يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Allah granted hikmah to him please. And then to whom hikmah has been granted, as indeed has been granted about it good. But not remember, it's a man of understanding. Man of understanding. So you see, Allah give hikmah to him please. So see, this is hikmah, that's what Allah give to Prophet. And then this hikmah means all the things that we manufacture. Whatever we manufacture, that's hikmah. All the things that we manufacture. When you are driving bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane, you are using handset, telephone, radio, computer, television, computer, fan, electricity, all those ones that you are using, where is it written inside Quran? Where did Allah write those ones inside Quran? That is hikmah. That is hikmah entirely. all the things that we manufacture. And then this is the hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. When he used nail and plank and then consider sheep, then that nail and plank, that sheep that he considered out of that nail and plank, that is one of the hikmah Allah grant to, and that hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. He considered, he be able to consider sheep, and then which is when you go to Surah Al-Qamar chapter 54, verse 13 say, we carry him on the ship made by nail and plank. So you see that sheep that Prophet Nuh alayhi salam made out of nail and plank, then that sheep, that is one of the hikmah Allah grant to him, and that hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. And then they say the hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Dawud alayhi salam, when he used iron and then manufacture weapon for battle, so chain of armor, course of mail, in order to protect himself in the battlefield. Then that weapon for battle that Prophet Dawud alayhi salam manufactured out of that iron, that is one of the hikmah Allah grant to him, and that hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Dawud alayhi salam. Then this same hikmah Allah grant to us. We use iron and rubber. We manufacture bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane, handset, telephone, radio, television, computer, fan, electricity. We use iron, manufacture guns, knife guns. Look at it. Bomb, nuclear bomb. We use iron. Look at it. Those one, that is hikmah. When you are driving bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane, is a question for you to ask. How this, where this one come from? Where are they? That is hikmah. So look at it here. So that's what Allah is giving to the Prophet, and then He gives to who He please. And then that is what Arab Imam failed to bring outside and explain to the Muslim. Went forth and used what sunnah that can never be used by anyone except Almighty Allah. Went forth and use it on Prophet. And now we use what hikmah. Leave the one hikmah inside the one instead of them to bring it outside. So that's what I bring it outside. So you see whatever. So you see that one that they say Prophet have sunnah. That one that they went forth and lie said that Prophet have sunnah. Prophet have sunnah. That one, that lie is not written. That lie, that the lie, the whole one has rejected, has cast outside and throw it back to them. What Allah is mentioned inside the one that is given to the Prophet is hikmah. And then that is what they fail to bring outside and explain to the Muslim. And that's what I'm bringing to you now. So you see, whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they are telling to do. Whatever they are telling to do is not written inside the Quran. Then our Imam, those ones that understand Arab language, understand the whole Quran, when the truth comes to them, instead of them to say truth to the Muslim, instead of them to say truth to the Muslim, what they do, they continue following step. You see, Abadat Toagu, those who Allah turn their face worshiping deities. Look at how it is. When the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba, Arab Imam used to drive away Muslim from that shining light, allowing their culture to run the shining light, performing their cultures. Then when our Muslim brother, when our Muslim asked them, say, why are you doing this? They said that that's their culture. You see, Arab Imam, they supported their culture, performing their culture. Then the way of their culture, that's what their forefathers. The way of their forefathers, that's what the pagan. The way of the pagan, that's what the deity that they subscribe but not told by Allah. Then those deities, they are female deities, leaving Allah and the whole Quran and Prophet aside. The reason why I say so, because this Arab Imam, they are giving you a command. Then whatever command they are giving to you, whatever command they are giving, whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they are telling you. Whatever they are telling you is not written inside Quran. And then when you look at our salat and fast, it's not written inside Quran. Allah said that we should not allow the salat, we should not hide it, we follow away between. They went forth and tell you that we should allow the salat and hide it. And Allah said that we should take our fasting after salat when the sky is blue, and then break our fasting after salat maghrib before salat isha when the sky is blue. You see, the same time you take a fast, at the same time you break a fast. But they went forth and tell that Muslims that we should take our fasting before salat when the sky is darkness. You see, we are taking our fasting in the darkness. Then they went forth and tell the Muslims that we should break our fasting before salat maghrib when the sun is hiding, meaning the sun see it. So you see, we have taken our fasting in the darkness and then we break it in the day. And then all that one is not written inside the Quran. So you see, whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they are telling to do. Whatever they are telling to do is not written inside the Quran. Then when the truth comes to our Imam, those ones that understand Arab language, understand the whole Quran, instead of them to tell you the truth, they now continue following step. You see, those whom Allah turned their face worshiping deities. Then, today the whole Quran will prove to us. When the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba, is it Arab Imam they used to drive away Muslim from that shining light, allowing their culture people to run the shining light, performing their culture? Are they the ones supposed to run the shining light, or is the Muslim of the whole world? They the whole Quran will prove to us. You see what we go so to Zumar, chapter 39, verse 75 said, وترى الملائكة حافين من حول العرش يسبحون بحمد ربهم وقضي بينهم بالحق وقيل الحمد لله رب العالمين. He said, and then you see the angel rounding the throne of Almighty Allah all around. يسبحون بحمد ربهم. They glorify the praise of Almighty Allah, thanking Him. Then the verse said, وقضي بينهم بالحق. All the creation, all the human being creation will be judged through. Then the verse said, وقيل الحمد لله رب العالمين. All the praise and thanks be to Allah Ta'ala. So see the verse said, وترى الملائكة حافين من حول العرش. You will see the angel rounding the throne of Almighty Allah all around. يسبحون بحمد ربهم. They are glorifying the praise of Almighty Allah, thanking Him. In the Bayt al-Ma'mur, in a house private to Kaaba, in the heaven. The angel will round the throne of Almighty Allah, would all round. You glorify the praise of Almighty Allah. So, when the shining light come from heaven to Kaaba, before the Ramadan period, who are the ones supposed to round that shining light with all round? That is the Muslim of the whole world entirely. They are the ones to round that shining light with all round. You you'll be glorify the praise of Almighty Allah, the way the angels are doing. You see? So that is one that is written inside of one. Therefore, when the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba, Arab Imam used to drive away from that shining light, allow their culture to run the shining light, performing their culture. When our Muslim ask them, say, why are you doing this? They say that that's their culture. So you see, Arab Imam, they are supporting their culture, performing their culture. Then the way of their culture, that's what their forefather. The way of their forefather, that's what the pagan God. The way of the pagan God. That's what the deities that they subscribe to Almighty Allah. Then those deities, they are female deities, leaving Allah and the Holy Quran and Prophet aside. So you see, so that's what that they are doing. The Holy Quran has cast outside, has rejected, has cast outside, and throw it back to them. What that is written inside what Allah said, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ. You see the angel rounding the throne of Almighty Allah all round. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ. They are glorifying the praise of Almighty Allah. Therefore, when the shining light come from heaven to Kaaba, is the Muslim of the whole world, they are the one to round that shining light with all round. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ. They glorify the praise of Almighty Allah. The way the angel are doing. Then, when the shining light, this is a warning to the Muslim of the world. When the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba, don't you dare allow a story to be given to you. Make sure you are here, because the whole world is speaking about what is happening now. Because the blinking your eye that you are blinking, that is what is happening now. Seeing that you are seeing with your eye, that's what's happening now. Hearing that you are hearing with your nose, that's what's happening now. Breathing that you are breathing with your nose, that is what's happening now. Hearing that you are hearing in your ear, that's what's happening now. Talking that you are talking with your mouth, that's what's happening now. Eating that you are eating with your mouth, that's what's happening now. Walking that you are walking with your hand, that is what is happening now. Walking that you are walking with your leg, that is what's happening now. Running that you are running with your leg, that is what's happening now. Bird that is flying with its wing, that's flying. That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole world is speaking about what's happening now. So when the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba, before the Ramadan period, make sure you are there. Don't you dare allow a story to be given to you. Because the whole one is speaking about what is happening now. And then when you go to my discs, my audio discs, you'll find full explanation of it. Doesn't it? Then, here the Muslim would have to stand forth on this criminal Arab. The Muslim of the whole world entirely, they have to stand forth on this criminal Arab. Tell them that we disagree with this kind of teaching that they are doing. This is absolutely cheating. We disagree with it. Show them the verse in Surah Al-Zumar, chapter 9, verse 75, said, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ. You will see the angel round the throne of Almighty Allah with all round with something only behind them, they will find the place of Almighty Allah. So when the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba is Muslim, no one they are one to round that shining light with all round with something only behind them, they will find the place of Almighty Allah. And then show them that we disagree with them, that their command that they are giving to us. Their salat is not the command of Almighty Allah. We are following. Allah said that we should not allow the salat. Don't allow the salat, don't hide it, but follow it. But they went forth and said we should allow the salat and hide it. You see, they disobey. They also again Allah give us command saying that we should take our fast after salat when the sky is blue. We should break our fast after salat maghrib for salat when the sky is blue. When the sky is blue, that is the white thread that come between the brightness and darkness. That's the white thread that distinct from black. That distinct, the white thread down appear to distinct from black thread. That's when the sky is blue, because that time is so many. So that's time that Allah command us to take fasting and then to break fast. And then that's after salat when the sky is blue. That's time that Allah command us to stop eating, meaning to take our fasting. Then that time, that's after salat maghrib before salat when the sky is blue. Look at it. But today Arab man went for that, tell the Muslims that we should take our fast before salat when the sky is darkness. You see, we are take our fasting in darkness. Then they went for that, say that Muslims we should break our fasting in the day. Before Salat Maghrib, when the sun is hiding, when the sun is sinking, you see, we are breaking our fast in the day. So, until the Muslim would stand forth and complain, say that we disagree with with this thing that they are doing. This is absolutely cheating. Don't you know that shining light that comes from heaven? That is where the world power is. Allah has sent a blessing for the Muslim of the whole world, those ones that believe in Him, those ones whom Allah has given a hadith. This criminal Arab Imam separated Muslim world from the Allah mercy, from Allah blessing. So until Muslim world stand forth and complain that we disagree with this kind of teaching. This is absolute cheating. And then if the Muslim world do that, then Allah said in Surah Al-Qasas, chapter 21, verse 54 said, أولئك يؤتون أجرهم مرتين بما صبروا ويدرؤون بالحسنات السيئات ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. He said those will be given reward twice because of their patience, and then they repel evil with good, and then they spend in the charity of what Allah has given to them. They spend in charity. So if this is what is happening now, the whole world is speaking about what's happening now. So this thing that criminal Arab are doing, that's what's happening now. So if the Muslim world disagree with it and then follow the command of Almighty Allah the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. You see, they have repelled evil with good. By doing so, you see, Allah said in Surah Al-Qasas chapter 21 verse 54 said, أولئك يؤتون أجرهم مرتين بما صبروا ويدرؤون بالحسنات السيئات ومما رزقناهم. Those will be given what twice because of their patience, and then they repel evil with good. So this one that they do, if you do like this, they have repelled evil with good. And those are the ones who understand good and twice. Because of that patience, they repel evil with good, and then they spend in charity of what Allah has given to them. That's the day. Then again, this is the excellent reason of building the army in Islam. This is the excellent reason of building the army in Islam. That is what Prophet, and then that is what Prophet Sulaiman Islam did, which is when you go to Surah An-Naml chapter 27 verse 17 said, وَقُتِرَ سُلَيْمَانَ جُنُودُهُ مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ وَالطَّيْرِ فَهُمْ يُوزَعُونَ. He said they were gathered for Prophet Sulaiman, his soldiers, jinns and men and bed, and then they were marching forward battle. Prophet Sulaiman said, build army in Islam. You go what Allah give him the kingdom. You go what entirely at that particular time, worship Allah alone. Do the command of Almighty Allah the way you want it, how you want it, exactly the way you want it. Look at it. And then that is the wisdom, that's the same wisdom Allah give it to me. I also build the army in Islam. When you go to my audio discs, number 4 discs, number 4 discs, number 6 discs, number 64 discs, number 65 discs, number 130 discs, number 192 discs, number 208 discs, you will find full explanation of it, building the army in Islam. Because this criminal Arab will not lead them in our generation. We will build a prison yard for them that will bind them completely. Because we don't want that kind of people in our generation. That is it. And then Allah said in Surah Muhammad, the verse said, هؤلاء تدعون لتنفقوا في سبيل الله ومنكم من يبخل ومن يبخل فإنما يبخل عن نفسه والله الغني وأنتم الفقراء وإن تتولوا يستبدل قوما غيركم ثم لا يكونوا أمثالكم. He said, you are those whom Allah said are to spend in the cause of Allah, but some of you are stingy. Then Allah said, وَمَنْ يَبْخَلْ فَإِنَّمَا يَبْخَلُ. Whosoever is stingy, he is stingy for the loss of himself. Then Allah is Ghani, Allah is rich, and then you people are poor. Then Allah said, وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُوا أَمْثَالَكُم. If you turn away from the leader of Allah, then Allah will exchange you with another people, and then He will exchange you. He will drive you away from there, and then He will bring another people blessing you. And then they will never be like you. That's it. So I think it's why I'm going to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.